Welcome back to Lawn Dude Unearth, where we like to dive into whatever topic comes to mind each and every week. Every week we have an installment on mental health because it's important, man. You got to check on your people. You got to check on your people and have your people check on you. It is important, man. It's important to me that we continue to have discussions on mental health because it's just not talked about enough. Now we're going to cue the intro. Welcome back to Lawn Dude Unearth, where we keep it real, give you the real deal Holyfield, keep it on 1000 around here. So, speaking on that, what I just said, you know, today, this is not gossip, not just details, just straight facts, straight truth. Because lately, it's been feeling like a lot of pressure has been applied from every angle, uh, spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. And I know I can't be the only one out there that's feeling it right now. Sometimes you can be doing what you think is everything right. You just feel like you're doing everything right. You know, being a good husband, father, son, brother, uncle, godfather, and any other title that you might want to, you know, accept. Showing up for everybody, trying to help out everybody, trying to be there for everybody, everyone. And the enemy just still comes for you. But here's the part that changed me and has been changing me. It's not always an attack to destroy you. Sometimes it's pressure to reveal what God has built in you. Pain has been one of my biggest teachers, like legit. Not because I like it, but because pain exposes what comfort hides. So let me say that again for the people in the back that did not hear what I just said. Pain has been one of my biggest teachers because I like it, but because pain exposes what comfort hides. Pain taught me how to pray differently. Pain taught me how to walk with God when the path isn't making sense. Pain taught me that being a man of God doesn't mean you escape battles. It means you fight them with a different strength. And sometimes you can be doing everything and still get hit with spiritual warfare. Why is that? Because the enemy isn't threatened by a man. Let me rephrase that. Because the enemy isn't threatened by the man you were. He's threatened by the man that you're becoming. And let me go ahead and reword that and say it again. Because the enemy isn't threatened by the man or woman you were. He's threatened by the man or woman you are becoming. When you start loving better, when you start leading better, when you start leveling up, when you start walking in purpose, that's when he'll say, and when I say hell, I'm talking about He, as in the enemy. This is when the enemy will say, I need to distract them. I need to discourage them. I need to drain them. Listen to that again. When you start loving better, when you start leading better, when you start leveling up, when you start walking in purpose and you just feel like everything is just going right, you just feel like it's just going so good, man. I don't know how many times this has happened to me. This has been a year full of that for me. Just feel like everything is just going right. You know what I mean? You just have everything figured out. You think you do. And just when everything is feeling great, feeling like you done overcame this hurdle, here comes the enemy stepping in, talking about some, I need to distract you. I need to discourage you. I need to drain you. And best believe that usually happens. But here's what God has reminded me this season. Isaiah 54:17. Most of y'all should know this already. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Again, Isaiah 54:17. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. It didn't say no weapon will form. It didn't say it won't prosper. Meaning the enemy can aim, the enemy can shoot, the enemy can try, but they can't win. Now, as a man, I can only speak on being a man. So the burden of manhood, man. The burden of manhood. I'm gonna say a little something on this. Sometimes being a husband, father, son, brother, uncle, godfather, it feels heavy, like legit. It's just weight on your shoulders, weight on your back. It's weight that you carry around. But if you're like me, a lot of times you carry that with honor. You know, feels like you're carrying the weight of multiple lives and hearts. Just like I said, on your shoulders, man. You pour into everybody. You stay strong for everybody. You show up for everybody. But who checks on you? Here's what I learned. Strength isn't pretending you're unbreakable. Something I need to hear again. Strength isn't pretending you are unbreakable. Note it. Strength is admitting this hurts. This legit hurts. But I'm still choosing God. The pain I'm feeling right now, it's not punishment. It's promotion in disguise. God isn't breaking me down. He's breaking me open. He's stretching me, testing me, refining me, and growing me. Because every man God used powerfully in the Bible was first broken deeply. Romans 8:18. The sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed. I'm going to say that whole thing again. Romans 8:18. The sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed. This season isn't to destroy me, it's to develop me. And if you are listening, it's to develop you too. So I say this. Just shout out to everybody that's listening to this doggone video. I'm sorry, this podcast. No matter what's trying to break you, no matter what storm you are facing, no matter what the enemy is whispering in your ear, remember this. You are built for this. You are covered. You are chosen. You are growing. And the pain you feel right now is producing the strength you'll need tomorrow. I say all this because I'm beyond fired up, man. I am beyond fired up. And it gets tough to get motivated and do certain things when you are in certain situations. It gets tough to remember that as a child of God, you are going to be attacked by the enemy, especially the stronger your faith gets. These are all things that are tough to understand at times. I just went to church last week, and one thing that our bishop said was being a Christian is tough. Following God is tough because you follow God, you trust in God, but you best believe that you are definitely going to be attacked by the enemy the closer you get to God because the enemy is trying to distract you. And the enemy knows exactly how to distract you, knows exactly what buttons to push on each and every one of us. And not gonna lie, that is the toughest part to overcome sometimes. Or at least I know it is for me. It's like, from my personal experience, I can say the enemy will attack you. And then when you believe in God, put your trust in God, and you just kind of like, well, I'm just gonna rub that. I'm just gonna, shake that off my shoulders, you know, and just keep moving forward. When you say that, I feel like a lot of times the enemy comes at you with something else that you're just not expecting. That really does pull at you, and I know that's how it's happened for me. I know that's how it's happened for me. I started to get into the spaces where the enemy could go ahead and try me. You ain't gonna get to me. And that's exactly what my mindset has always been. Then the enemy came at me with some stuff that I'd never, seen coming. And that's been tough. But at the end of the day, still gotta put your trust and faith in God and just keep moving forward. You know, when especially being a man this day and age and being a young black man at that, and knowing that people depend on you, you don't have time to sit around and let the enemy take you down. You gotta stand strong and build with God. You gotta pray even harder. Those are words that when we're coming up, it's always tough to hear because, being realistic as we're coming up, we're sitting here like, oh man, pray, how's that? How's that gonna fix anything? That's already showing that you don't trust God. When you put your trust in Him, blessings will come that you never seen come. I've seen that just this past week. Blessings will come just when you're not expecting them. When you think your whole world is crumbling down, God always steps in just in time. He is always in time. Always. So it's tough. We all go through different pains, and I'll be honest with you. There's a lot of people on IG, Facebook, all that, that all of us look at and we go, man, they got the perfect life. They got the perfect family life, this, that, the third. They look like they're doing so well with their funds and their riches or the business or whatever. But what a lot of people don't understand is behind closed doors, those people not only don't have it all figured out, but everything's not as it seems. And those people that you're looking at are actually a lot stronger than you think they are because they're going through some things that you never would have guessed. So this right here is why I have the same doggone message every doggone week when I do this podcast. You got to check on your people. You got to check on your people. So I got to ask you this right now. Did you check on your people, man? Did you check on your people? And did your people check on you? Do you have people checking on you? If you consider yourself a strong person, I'm one of them. I consider myself a strong person. We need checking on too. Like on some real stuff, being someone who I've always considered myself strong. I've been blessed to be around a lot of other strong people. And I know we go through our own fair share of things, man. And we do so much trying to be strong for everybody else that a lot of times the strong people are the ones that actually need to be checked on. That's why I say every week, check on your people, man, and make sure you have people that check on you. That part is super important. Because we can be checking on people all day, but there ain't nobody checking on you and making sure you good. Then it's kind of pointless. So this podcast in particular today, off of everything that I've said today, man, the title is literally going to be built in the fire and what pain is teaching me. Because as much as we don't like going through pain, as much as we don't like experiencing pain, you can learn from it. I know that's what I'm doing. That is what I'm doing. Each and every day that I get up and lace my kicks up for those that I love, for those that I'm motivated to keep moving forward for, that is what I'm doing. So I like to say I lead by example. So if this episode spoke to you, share it. Share it with someone who is fighting a silent battle. Share it with someone who is in the middle of a storm right now. Share it with somebody who's coming out of a storm. Share it with somebody who's doing really well in life right now, so you think. Because you never know what people are going through behind closed doors, like I said. And when I say check on your people, I'm going to have to add something to that right now. Pray on your people. Pray on your people. Pray on the people that you don't know who are out there looking like they're going through heck. Pray for the people who look like they got it all figured out because a lot of times they don't. I understand that I talk about God a lot on my podcast. I am a believer. And I've said a long time ago, if anyone has a problem with the fact that I talk about God so much on my podcast, then you're just going to turn to another podcast because that's why I'm doing my own podcast here. This is my way of being able to get out how good God has been, how good God is to each and every one of us, whether we know it or not. It's just about you taking that step forward on your own towards God. So until next time, stay grounded, stay faithful, and keep standing strong. Your storm is proof of your calling. I'm going to say that again because I feel like I need to hear that as much as everybody else who's listening to this. Your storm is proof of your calling. Act by what you lost. By what you lost, you're being shaped by what you learned. This is a closing, and I could sit here and go off on what I just said. By what you lost, you are being shaped by what you learned. Because every time you lose, this is why a lot of times I say I don't lose. I don't ever lose. I just don't. Because I learn. I learn. For everything that has happened to me in my life, for every battle I've gone through, every war I feel like I've gone through, I've learned. And I've come out stronger. And I always will. Because I have to. So until next time, I'm going to say this again. Stay grounded, stay faithful, and keep living your story one day at a time. Be blessed. Peace.
Thank you for listening to Lon Dude on Earth. We talk about all kinds of things here. The good stuff, the tough stuff, and everything in between. If you like the show, please give us a 5-star review. You can find us on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube. Thanks for tuning in, and have a blessed day.